which was before season 3 ended, or season 2 ended. And a lot has changed due to the new unit alloys set. Um, this is just one of the builds that I use. The reason why I'm going over this is because I noticed that, especially in the PvP community, there's been a lot of talk about that a lot of people have left because um, everybody's too powerful, everybody's too strong. I'm wearing level 40 gear. Why can't I beat them? It's because you're wearing the wrong pieces. Just yesterday, I had somebody saying, I don't understand why I die so much. And the gear that I was looking at was like, it's not even PvE gear. It was just a bunch of like high level pieces slapped together, but it wasn't meant for any damage output, any crit hit chance, or anything like that. Your main thing you always want to look at is when you're coming into PvPs, your crit hit chance needs to be 60%. I mean, that's been a given for a very long time. And then it's crit hit chance. And then weapon damage. Uh, your weapon damage obviously is for your weapons, obviously. What hits the hardest right now is anything that's Umbra. Umbra is super powerful in conflict in general. So I recommend, either crafting it if you can craft it, craft your pieces. If you were lucky enough during the season and you picked up your unit alloy stuff, hopefully you picked up enough of it to where obviously this needs to still be maxed out. But I win a lot of matches with this. Like my PvP record has gone up from what it used to be. I believe it was my kill death ratio was in the 70s and it's gone up. And for a while I was running stuff that was old PvP gear for conflict and it just wasn't cutting it anymore. And I've also changed those ones around a lot. Like my all red builds, it's not even all reds now. It's 3-piece. 3 pieces of it is armor. And now instead of sorry, not the Catharsis, the Coyote's mask, I'm running the Tinker's mask. And this was originally Unbreakable, Fenris, all reds. So I changed this around a little bit. It puts out a lot of damage. It's going to show that I put out more damage because I'm not in PvP. But as you can see, it drops from 42 to 32. So you have to pay attention to that. Anything that you're hitting over here, a lot of people will go, I don't understand why my damage isn't doing this. You have to pay attention to this. Sorry. So let's say that you put this on named bosses. Okay, this is just named bosses. But it's equal to a player as well. We'll look at my health and then look at their health. It's about equal. So anything that you're doing, you're going to be doing half that damage to a player. Just remember that. Keep that in mind. So if you're hitting out 1,000,000 on headshots, you're going to be doing half of that on a player. You just have to keep that in mind. And then, so let's go back over my builds. So this outperforms a couple different Umbra builds, but mainly this outperforms this Umbra build with damage and for some reason armor. And I got like I've gone up against this build multiple times. We're face tanking each other, and I just out damage them with the while they have the capacitor. They do have more damage at first, and it's steady, but I'm having fire rating with this one first and then damage output. So, and then I have as long as I didn't use my skills, I have a consistent um, damage, 32% weapon damage from Streamline, along with measured. And measured doesn't change, so it's 25%, 25%. That doesn't change in PvP. It stays the same. So, and that's just on some occasions. It's usually when 1v1 I can take him out if we're face tanking each other, or even from a distance. Usually I get like a mid-range with them. This one really does come in pretty clutch. I haven't been using it as often since I put together this one. There is different variants of this that you can put together, but this is my favorite so far. You can swap out the chest and backpack. You can go backpack Umbra and then chest piece unit alloy, but I'm really liking this with the vigilance on it. Because you get that 25%. If you did swap out, sorry, the puppy's having fun back here. You know, you get this, it's the same thing, but you have to stack up for it. Totally fine. It's up to you what you want to do. Obviously, you get the debuff if you get shot. So, usually with this one, I don't face tank with this. I'm looking for people that are already in a battle, and I'll flank around. It's usually what I do. I'll come up behind you, shoot you in your back, and then you're done. There's sometimes where I can go, face tank with somebody, and I'll outperform them because of the fact that I have a fire rating on this, and it's measured as well. So, give me a second, I'm just reading a message. So those are just a couple of the builds. So you got this one with the capacitor. Nothing changes on this one. Okay, so it stays the same. You're getting your 10% assault rifle damage plus 20% assault rifle damage, along with your 3-piece of armor, which brings you out to 1.3 million. Should always be 1.3 million in PvP, unless you're in the dark zone. This is specifically for conflict. These builds 90% of the time will not work in dark zone, so don't go trying to use them in dark zone. Dark zone is a completely different beast. You can give it a try if you want. If it works for you, it works for you, but you're not going to solo in the dark zone with this stuff. You're going to have to put different builds together for that. And I do have builds for that. I've gone over them before. So there's this. The reason why I'm using this specialist, the sharpshooter specialist, is for the tactician. You'll have to figure it out on your own how to do it. And this is to stumble players. You're always going to need this to stumble players, whether they're hiding or not. Comes in pretty clutch. If you want to learn how to use builds like this, watch my videos. I'll be posting more live streams and stuff like that. I haven't been lately because I've been testing out builds. So there's this. This comes in pretty clutch. I've used this quite a few times. This, you definitely need to be in a group that needs the support. I mean, everybody needs support, but that knows how to use bond with you. Not all players are using their skill and armor, but usually there should be 3 DPS and 1 skill build, or 2 DPS, 1 skill build, 1 tank build, no matter what it is. And there's quite a few different kinds of tank builds that you can go over, or that we can go over. I don't believe that I have all of them. This is just one of them. You got your Tardy Pesty. This comes in pretty handy. If you like LMGs, definitely can go with this. This puts stacks on them. I do recommend, if you have a lot of players that are straight DPS that you're dealing with, I would go with Iron Lung if you're really good at peeking corners and staying in cover. This is pretty clutch. You can change your skills around. You don't have to use this. This can be swapped over to Banshee. It would probably be better, because then you can at least daze them. This Jammer Pulse I only use if I know a player is all reds and they're throwing Seeker Mines or dropping a Hive. Then I'll use this. I could swap over to a Booster Hive for this as well, because I don't get on players to use a sticky bomb EMP, or in general any sticky bomb. It'd probably be better to use a Booster Hive for your teammates. That way it's more of a support build. I definitely would do that instead. I know I had it set with that, but I was just testing it out. So I usually use Booster Hive with this. This one is your Spammer Pulse Artillery. Oh, excuse me. Spammer Pulse Artillery build. This comes in pretty clutch, as long as, you know, everybody knows what they're doing. This is definitely, if you like skill builds, definitely use this one. Try it out. Status effect, skill haste. And then we already went over this. This one's spotter build. I've always used this. I've changed around a couple things. This one I use if I am just tired of dying. Like, there's been a few matches where I'll be using my builds and I keep getting ran up on behind or something like this. So I'll swap over to this and I'll start using my decoy. Excuse me, I'm sorry, I'm really tired. I'll start using my decoy because, you know, they're not seeing me coming up from behind. I flank a lot with this build too. They're too focused on the other team. You know, I'll let them know, hey, I'm going spotter. I'm going to be flanking. I need you guys to have them focusing on you. And then I'll just run up behind them and kill them using spotter. So, unfortunately, there's a cooldown for Pulse. So, I stopped using Pulse in Conflict. But if I use this in the DZ, perhaps, which this is my main DZ build, I will swap this out for Pulse. Definitely comes in pretty handy. You can also do the Artificiary Hive for this, which would probably be a lot smarter. You basically drop your decoy and then drop the Artificiary Hive on it, and then you have to be in a certain distance from it. Once you leave that distance, they both will get destroyed. So wherever you do drop it, make sure that you're in that general area, even if it's near players. So usually you would want to have somebody else be pulsing as well. Like if you have somebody rocking this with the pulse spam, you can definitely come over here and start using, your spotter build. And like I said, this build has been modified with the new alloy pieces. This used to be Fenris and Fox's, or I'm sorry, Fox's prayer knee pads and the contractor gloves. I still have Fenris on here. So I changed it out for the unit alloy. You can, if you wanted to, you could probably go with this, the new unit alloy named piece, the salvo, if you wanted to. And you can even do it with the armor if you wanted to. You can do this and then swap out one of these for contractor's gloves, or, you know, Fox's prayer knee pads if you want. Obviously not the ones with the tank on it if you're running all reds on this. So it's up to you on that one. Try it out. See how you like it. This you can use in PV. Oh, I'm sorry, you can use in Conflict or DZ. I've tried them both. I like it in both. Um, if you're good at shotgun builds. This is what I use in Countdown. We're not going over that. So this I haven't been using lately. I've done a few videos with this. This comes in really good if people are using nothing but skills and status effect. Again, if you want to use foam, you can use foam. People don't like it because it's disrespectful, but I don't care. I use foam. I don't care. You could use a sticky bomb. That comes in handy. Gets them out of corners, or if they're dancing around you, you just hit them with this, and then as long as you already have your stacks from your Umbra, and then you get stacks from this really hurts people a lot because of the fact that you get your buildup, your crit hit damage buildup, and it builds up to 100 stacks. So, and that doesn't lose any of that in PvP. And then, no, not yet, buddy. Sorry for the puppy. He wants to go play outside. And then pulse resistance. If you're getting pulsed a lot, definitely have a pulse resistance build on you, whether it's in Conflict or Dark Zone. So these both can be used in Dark Zone. This one comes in handy a lot. I've been using this a lot too in PvP, especially if there's a lot of damage, and you can dance around them and heal yourself. It's mostly a selfish healer, but if your teammates are in your healing zone and your clouds and stuff like that, it will heal them. But it's more of a selfish heal. You just run around. And this is all incoming repair, armor regen. I obviously need to fix a lot of it and bring it up, but it still comes in pretty handy. Skill repair, armor regen. That's what I have on most of the pieces, and incoming repairs. And that's for the incoming repairs is for this. And make sure that if you're running this, which the reason I haven't is because I've been using skill damage builds. Make sure when you're running this that you are swapping this for this. Otherwise, you're not going to get the full healing that you need. And then you're just going to die every time. That has happened to me because I wasn't paying attention, that I swapped over from this to this. So right now, I haven't been using it. Like I said. And make sure you're getting your headshots. because that's where your damage is going to come from. Otherwise, you're just going to be dancing around and shoot him in the chest and not getting any damage. You need to flick your stick up and get headshots. Alright, for this one is Dark Zone only. I only use this in Dark Zone. I don't use this in Conflict. Let's see. This we already went over. This is the new build that I've been using. Let's go in here so we can... So this can hurry up. Yeah, it's enabled. Disabled. Enabled. Let's go. Should be going faster. There we go. Now it's moving fast. Alright. So since I've been using skill build lately, this is literally what I've been using. I did have on the last build because I was doing stuff. But even if you put this on very difficult or very hard, you have to remember that you're doing half the damage in PvP. So this does work very efficiently if you can get that sticky bomb on them. And it has creeping death. It's all status effect, skill damage. So once they get that bleed on them, it's going to transfer over. Also, because not just because of creeping death, but because we have the debuff on the mask. You guys should know this. And then glass cannon. You can swap it out for something else, but glass cannon really comes in very handy. Obviously, you don't want to get shot up or, you know, jump by other players. It does happen. I have not found another pair of gloves of these yet, but you want skill damage status effect or skill haste status effect. It's up to you. A lot of this is skill damage status effect. Skill damage, skill haste. This one I would like status effect, but it's the only piece that I have in the skill damage, skill damage status effect. If you can get shots on them with this first, that's great, and then swap over to your, to your skills. It really does a lot of damage to them. But this is the way I have it. It works really well for me. You could possibly use a snow machine if you wanted to. The reason why I'm using skill duration is so it lasts longer. As you can see, I have it in these two as well. A skill haste here, skill duration here, and status effect. Skill duration up here. Because you don't want that fire to, or bleed to wear off of them really fast. You want it to linger as long as possible. So the skill duration comes in handy. Definitely give this build a try, guys. See if it's changed. It definitely changes the game. If you're on a skill build, people have to get out of their comfort zone and start trying new stuff. And then headshot build, we won't go over this because we're not gonna talk about that. But this is basically what I've been using. It's either this build or this build. These are the two main builds that I've been using. If you want to go over bonk builds with me, I'll do that in another video. But these are the main builds that I've been using. I've been winning a lot of games with these. Obviously, there's some pretty clutch players that just synergize really well together, and they work really well together. They're communicating. That's another thing too. I've noticed a lot. If you join random groups in conflict, a lot of people don't communicate. Get your headphones or your headset together if you're on PS5, you have a mic on your PS5. Use it.
Incoming backup request.
People need to know where the other players are at. You guys need to communicate with each other. That's what wins games. Communication, not being toxic, you know. Sometimes you'll get people that are like talking shit. I mean, sometimes I'll talk shit. I'll start getting a little toxic with people if they're being toxic with me. So, but yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end this here. This is what I wanted to go over. These are the best builds right now that you can possibly have in conflict. So give them a try. If you only have this stuff, put it together. It will come in handy. Use your tactical drone. Start calling them out for the players. Let them know where they're at, where they're running. If they're running to the left, they're running down the middle, they're running down the right. Let them know. But all right, guys. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.